All right, folks, live from Whip Pro Allen, it's your man, Big Mouse Carter. Listen, let me tell y'all something, bro. I was hearing these conversations today about Jim Jones. Folks is out here saying Jim Jones is not as influential as Nas. And I'm going to keep it all the way real with you. That ain't no way, bro. Jim Jones is 5 times more influential than Nas in the last, let's say, 10 to 15 years. Let's keep it real. We're not talking about influence doesn't mean just music and the accolades that you have around music. Influence is more than that. Influence is talking about your style. Influence is talking about your gift of gab. Influence, yes, is talking about your rhymes and your accolades in hip hop culture. But when we talk about influence, we're talking about all of these things combined. And let me tell you why, I shouldn't say bro. Let me tell you why OG is more influential than Nas right now. You got to think about this. The New York wave of drill was heavily influenced by Jim Jones. Let's break that down a little bit. Treyway 6ix9ine, that whole wave, that's Jim Jones' little boys. Them is Jim Jones' sons. In the court documents, you hear him talk, you hear the survivor. We're not talking about rats in here, we're talking about survivors. You hear the dude say Jim Jones is capo. Bro been saying capo, capo, capo. Hey man, if you capo, 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 take it. And with the capo title comes influence. Not only that, you got Cardi B. I'm telling you, it was in the documents. You got Big Blood Energy over here. Bro, you got Cardi, you got Treyway, that whole little crew, and you got 6ix9ine. That run right there, do you know how much just that run represents the influence of hip-hop culture over the last 10 to 15 years? You got some of the biggest artists, the biggest numbers of all time in hip-hop culture from a female purview. Well, Cardi B, who else selling Cardi B on her one album? She got one album and is more influential. She took the crown of, it's arguable that she took the crown from Nicki Minaj's head, not just with New York, but all female rap. You know what I'm saying? And who was she influenced by? I'm gonna say Capo. I'm gonna say, you know what I'm saying, if she's blooding out there in New York and he heading up blooding, allegedly, according to documents, according to court paperwork, if he's out here running the show, if he is capo like that for real, you notice he ain't saying that too much these days. But if he was capo, he influenced old girl. And that's a segment of time right there, right? What was that Cardi run? I don't even remember the dates, but let us know, man, in the comments. When was the Cardi B run? You know what I'm saying? And then after that, you got the 6ix9ine run. You know what I'm saying? Young Daniel's son. You know what I'm saying? Literally, Young Daniel, son of Jim. I guarantee you, when you think about it, Treyway, all them little dudes was influenced by Jim Jones, which means that then when 6ix9ine came around and he was imitating or emulating somebody, all of those people that he was emulating were influenced by Jim Jones. And then when you look at 6ix9ine's whole wave of troll energy, of even working with Nicki Minaj, of being around academics, that's all influenced by Jim Jones. The Vampire Life, when we go into what he's done in hip hop culture, for sure, you got the fashion, you got the X, Y, and Z, that is there. But I'm talking about the strings. You know what I'm saying? When the feds is doing an investigation, they put your picture on the wall and they attach little strings to everybody that you involved with. And I guarantee, in the same way that you look at like a Jay-Z, really, when you think about that, he's way more influential than Nas. Who Nas got under him? Who is he actually influencing that is then influencing more culture? I'll wait. Who has Nas? Who can we directly look at and say, when I look at Nas, or when I look at this individual, I see Nas. I don't see him people in culture, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100% real with you. When I look at Jim Jones, though, I see most of modern New York drill. You got Pop Smoke, you got Cardi B, you got 6ix9ine. I'm sure. What's the little Hispanic little Puerto Rican dude's name? I'm sure, bro. All them dudes was influenced in some way by them folks. Man, what's the old boy? Man, I'm losing it. It's late in the day, bro. What's the little dude's name who just got some time because he shot a guy, and before that he beat a case of a dude who walked up on him, shot at or put a gun on him, turned around, dude shot him. Listen, man, I'm trying to tell you, this whole wave of drill in New York was influenced by Jim Jones, and that whole wave from New York really is the 6ix9ine and Cardi B, and what that then sprang into from there. And yeah, you got a little bit of influence from Chicago, you got a little bit of influence from down south in the Floridas and Atlantas and all of that stuff, but that tough drill gangster talk, man, them is the kids of Jim Jones. But let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Am I crazy? Am I tripping? It is what it is if I am. It is what it is if I ain't. I'ma keep it real. At the end of the day, I personally believe that Jim Jones 100% is more influential than Nas. If we're talking in the last 5 to 10, maybe even 15 years, it is what it is, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all like this video. Throw it in the comments, man. What you think? Am I crazy? Am I tripping? Or is this all true? Let us know.